Hi everyone, Mike Ferris with you once again. I hope you're enjoying our autism's rough road page and everything, and I hope you're enjoying these videos, and I hope that they're both helping you, and I hope that you have been able to help out as well by contributing in some fashion. Well, this week's topic is going to be on Asperger's and careers, jobs, looking for a job, maintaining one, finding the right one, that sort of thing, how to get a job and all that kind of stuff. Um, Even without being on the autistic spectrum, it can be tough nowadays because of the economy and all of that. But it doesn't help the tension that you get in the fits. It doesn't really help much, but um, it's not all bad news. I mean, let's get the bad stuff out of the way first. First of all, we know it's a little bit more difficult for somebody with Asperger's or autism to get a job because it's hard to sell oneself. It's the same thing with trying to find a date, trying to find trying to get into a relationship. You have to sell yourself. It's the same thing with a job. You got to be strong and confident. When you have Asperger's, it's a difficult task. So the best way to get around that, really, and this is true for anyone, whether on the spectrum or not, is references. People who are not related to you. Get their phone number, get them to help you out, and that will go a long way. It's unfortunate to say that it's all about who you know, um, but it kind of is. Now that I think about it, it's really not about who you know. It's the fact that it's about knowing people outside your family. So if you got one, I would say get at least three references. Get at least three because most applications have three references on them, and do that, and that will help you out as well. Also, a greater understanding of autism, the fact that so many people out there have kids who have it now, um, can also help out because the boss might have a child with who's on the spectrum, and they might be more understanding. So yeah, and also when you're looking for a job, try to find something that that you can take your time on and doesn't have a lot of people there because you don't want to throw fits while or get nervous when you're working because if there's a lot of people around, it's going to distract from business and it's going to hurt the company that you are working for and probably hurt you as well. So try to find something that's quiet, that you can take your time on, work at your own pace, and that sort of thing. Try to find that if you can. I know it's difficult to be picky. We can't really afford to be picky nowadays. But if you have that option, take it. Try not to run a register. Try to work the floor, that sort of thing. And try to get night shift if you can, because that means you're going to have fewer people around, and if you're working all night, you're going to have plenty of time to clean things. And this leads into the something else I wanted to say is that an advantage is if you can work in a pattern, meaning you do the same thing every night in the same order. Let's say you first thing you do when you work. Let's say you work at a convenience store, and you you have a routine. You stick by that routine, and and your mind can go off wondering, thinking of ideas, while your body's on autopilot, doing a really good job. And that's impressive. This is why it's so good to work nights because the next day your body has completed everything. Your boss is going to be happy, and the place you're working at is going to look better. That's an advantage. So that's a really that's a really good thing to have. Is it's put it to put it simple to put it simply, I would just say manage and make sure that your boss understands it and your coworkers understand it. And manage, you know, work on your work toward your strengths, which is organization and doing things a certain way in the same order. It can be frustrating when because there's going to be times where you're going to have to break your pattern, and that's not going to be fun. But for the most part, you can pretty much keep your body on autopilot and let your brain and mind wander, and you'll get a lot done every time. It's dependable. That means you're dependable. And as long as you're not doing it, half-assed, just as long as you're um, doing it thoroughly, And if you train your body to do it thoroughly, your body's going to automatically do it eventually. So you got it going on, as far as that is concerned. Um, that's basically what I have to say about that. This is not as long as I had intended it to be, but I'm trying to think what else. Are there any other points I want to address on this issue, on this topic? Not really. It's about finding the right job. Oh, and if you have a problem with that, try to find some sort of job counselor, vocational rehabilitation place, or ask your friends to help out, if you have any. And a lot of what I'm saying isn't specifically for people with Asperger's or autism. It could be applied to anybody, but for people who are on the spectrum, I highly recommend that if you first of all go on the diet, but even if you don't want to go on the diet, um, definitely look for something that is quiet where you can keep to yourself and work, and your body automatically knows what to do. Um, you're more likely to keep a job that way as long as you've trained your body to do things thoroughly. And trust me, we can do. I've worked at a convenience store for years, for like 4 years, because of this. So and this is before my diet. This is when I was bat crazy on the wrong foods. So it depends on what kind of job you do, and what and bosses try to be understanding. Don't make us run a register. Keep us away from that. Put us on third shift and have us work all night. We'll do a good job if we're dependable people, which like everybody else, there are people who are dependable and people who are not. So, um, and as far as looking for a job, like I said, just try to get some references. Um, those references are really going to are the things that really make or break whether or not you're hired. And bosses, look into this. Don't discriminate against. And if there's no protection for people with autism or Asperger's, there should be. We should definitely be included under the Protections Act, just like race and religion, and depending on where you are, sexual orientation, which should also be protected everywhere as well. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. I hope this helps you guys out. I'm still unemployed, so everything I'm doing is not helping me at the moment. But that's because it's summer and it's really slow. So um, yeah. Um, if you have any advice you'd like to share, please do. We'd love to hear from you, and thank you for watching. I have no idea what my topic is going to be for next time, but as soon as I think of one, I will do it. So if you don't hear from me, it's because I haven't picked a topic yet. Anyways, this is it for my video, and talk to you guys next time. Bye.